Boxing King Media in association with Boxer. Delighted to have with me Devpreet Sahni. How are we, Devpreet?
I'm all right. You've gone for the full name. Very few people call me Devpreet. I don't know if it's actually out there as to what Devpreet translates to. God of love. So Dev means God, Preet means love. So what does that make me? Makes me the God of love. You say it.
God of love.
God of love. Sounds good, doesn't it? So that's me. Yes. How are you?
I'm well, mate. How's Poland treating you? It was very hot yesterday. I'm glad it's indoors today.
It's really hot. I've got to quit with these jackets, mate. I'm just trying to look good, and it's just too hot. It's too much. I'm doing too much. But yeah, Poland's lovely. You got this impression, I certainly did in my head, of it just being sort of grey. But it's not. It's really nice, and it's vibrant, and it's lively. We had a night out last night, and it was good. It's a nice country. But we're not here to play about. We're here to come and get those belts. And Daniel Dubois is very confident that he's going to take them.
I mean, most of the talking's been done. It was very subdued and respectful today. But when you look at the scenario we're in, Daniel coming off that performance, changing trainers, knee injury, fighting the unified heavyweight champion in his backyard, Ukraine Independence Week, it's a mammoth task.
Yeah.
But we have to remind ourselves, we're in the heavyweight division.
One punch, but look, it's much more than that as well, right? People are talking about how USYK looks in good shape. He looks bigger. I've never seen him look that big. Is he putting on sort of fake weight on those 36-year-old legs? Is he going to be able to move as well as he once did? Is he still the same fighter he was, who became undisputed at cruiserweight? I don't know. We're going to find out. There's things going against Alexander Usyk as well. He's inactive. He's boxed 4 times in 4 years. Daniel Dubois boxed 11 times in the same time period. And we're confident. I understand he's got all the odds stacked against him, all of those things. Everyone's going to be booing him. People are going to be chucking stuff at him. People are going to be saying not very nice things, but he doesn't care. He is tunnelled in on those belts, and that man. So, I can't wait.
Did you see the comments this week by Usyk with regards to the comparisons of the Chisora fight and, Daniel has to replicate what Chisora almost did? And he said, well, wait a minute, I only really did that. I'm paraphrasing it, but I only really did that to lure Joshua in.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, he said that in my interview. That's where it come from. But the question is, do you believe him? I don't know. He said it. It's a good thing to say, but I don't know if I believe him or not. Did he fight within himself? When you've got an 18-stone, 19-stone Derek Chisora coming for you, are you really thinking about, I better not look too good just in case? I don't know if you can do that. So let's see. Look, we'll find out on Saturday. He can't be trying to look bad against Daniel Dubois. Daniel's got to make it a short fight. I see it being a 6-round fight. If we start seeing rounds 7, 8, 9, I think that's pretty bad news for Daniel Dubois. But first half of the fight, he's got a hell of a chance. And as I keep saying, no one's hit him like Daniel Dubois will hit him. This guy can properly crack. And Don Charles will tell you that. Don Charles used to train Anthony Joshua way back when, had him on the pads. He's felt his power. He's felt Daniel Dubois' power as well, and it's different level. And look, we're going to find out.
Ultimately, if Daniel does pull this off on the weekend, all the heavyweight belts, titles will be under the Queensbury banner. Obviously, we know Joyce has got a big fight with Zampa. He comes through that, he becomes a mandatory. So a great win, not just for Daniel, but also for Queensbury.
Great win for Queensbury, great win for British boxing, a great moment where, once again, all the belts belong to Brits at the very top of the division. We had it before where Tyson had the WBC and AJ had the other lot, but Usyk snatched them off of AJ. Now Daniel's going to get him back. It's a great moment for British boxing. I really hope people at home get behind him. This is just such a nice, lovely young man in Daniel Dubois, who's all he knows is boxing. It's literally all he knows. He's got no hobbies. I don't know if he's got many mates. It's just all about boxing for Daniel Dubois. So get behind him. He's a lovely kid, and if he pulls this off, my God, what a moment.
Eddie Hearn said that your boss Frank Warren is a small hall promoter. Frank Smith said he's a delusional old man. What's Devpreet Sahni going to say today?
Just let them crack on. Whatever they want to say, they can say. Of course, they got to fire shots, haven't they? That's what they're going to do.
You find it offensive though? Seriously?
I haven't really given it much thought. I mean, literally, I was watching the Tyson Fury Netflix documentary, and that towards the end it focused on the Chisora fight at the 60,000 Tottenham Stadium, and then I watched the Frank Smith and Eddie Hearn interviews after that. So it was quite amusing seeing the contrast there, but I don't think we really care.
We know Fury and Ngannou is going to take place. We know why that's happening ultimately, right? If Usyk wins, he's a heavy favorite in this fight, and Fury gets through Ngannou, does that fight have to be next in your opinion for the sake of boxing, for the sake of heavyweight division? I know we've tried to make it before, but does everybody have to come around a table and be very sensible in these negotiations?
I don't think we can even think about this table at this point, because Daniel Dubois is about to flip the whole entire script. Everyone wants to see undisputed, right? There's a kid there who has got a 90% knockout rate at heavyweight. He's been knocking out people his whole life, and he's just seeing a much older man, a much smaller man in front of him that he's going to punch in the head. So I don't even want to get into any of that stuff. We'll see afterwards.
Do you think Joshua will fight Wilder next?
No.
Why?
Just so much noise, isn't it? Like, why didn't it happen like 6 years ago? Here's one thing that I remember clearly, where I started feeling like we're probably not going to see this fight. Do you remember when everyone wanted to see Joshua versus Wilder, okay? And there was no roadblocks, nothing in the way. And do you know what we started hearing? I just think Wilder should fight Dillian Whyte. He should fight Dillian Whyte next. That's what we started hearing. And he was trying to manoeuvre Dillian Whyte to be mandatory. Why was he getting in the way? Why were we even talking about Dillian Whyte? It should have been about Anthony Joshua against Deontay Wilder all that time ago. I don't think it'll be next. They'll probably try and age him out, but certainly not next.
Final prediction, Saturday night. We're here. We're actually in the stadium right now. I think it's going to be more or less sold out, 40,000 people plus. Final prediction, how this goes down. Break this down for me, Dev.
Daniel Dubois will hit him early, hit him hard. And Usyk's been doing dances in the week. He'll be doing another dance on Saturday night. And I think within 4 rounds, he'll be out of there.
Dev Sahni for Boxing King Media. Thank you.
No